Yeah, I think the pace we did the other question was quite good, right? We can try that again with this question. So I think the main thing with maths is be able to do a problem and break it up into as many steps as you like until you finish the problem. Yeah. There's no need to do it very quickly, and there's no need to like um do it necessarily very nicely the first time. Okay. The first time is all about just breaking it up into pieces until it's done. Okay, so there's a funny little dragon called Pythagore. Right.
这两个。
那个，对。Ash, Ash, Sash, and Tash like to collect and swap monster trading cards. They meet to trade some cards with each other. Ash trades 11 cards, Sash trades 8, and Tash trades 15. Each card is swapped exactly once with another card belonging to another person. Everyone ends up with the same number of cards that they started with. How many cards does Sash swap with Tash? Did you understand that? Should I read it again? So, Ash, Sash, and Tash like to collect and swap monster trading cards. So it's about these cards, yeah? There's 3 people, some cards. They meet to trade some cards with each other. Ash trades 11 cards, Sash trades 8 cards, Tash trades 15. So 11, 8, 15. Each card is swapped exactly once with another card belonging to another person. Everyone ends up with the same number of cards that they started with. How many cards does Sash swap with Tash? Oh. I remember when I was really young, like I got these basketball cards.
Yeah.
And then there were these older kids, like I was like in year 2 or something, and they were in year 6. And they were like trading, let's trade basketball cards. Okay. So I just kept trading. I traded my card for this card for this card. Just like traded.
Trade Pokemon cards.
Yeah, listen to the story. Okay, so I traded for like a half an hour. Okay, and at the end, I had like 2 cards left,
What?
and they were cards I originally already had.
Oh,
So I just literally lost all my cards
how?
in bad trades, I guess. I wasn't paying too much attention to the trades. I was just trying to be friends with these 6 kids. And then I realized what had happened. Okay.
That's sad. You're just a bunch of basketball cards.
Yeah, but I kept the important card, the Michael Jordan card. I still have it. I still have the Michael Jordan card.
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, the moral of the story: don't trade your Michael Jordan card away. Okay, so each card is swapped exactly once. Okay, so that's one thing that would have stopped me from losing all my cards. If I swapped card 1 for 1, I have to have the same number of cards at the end, right?
Yeah.
But I wasn't swapping 1 for 1. Like I was swapping like
2.
2 bad cards for 1 good card.
Oh, that's good.
1 good card for like 3 bad cards. You know what I mean? Like. Okay, so what's the question? How many cards does Sash swap with Tash? Yeah, everyone obviously has to end up with the same number of cards they started with, right?
I think I might know.
Oh, valid.
I have an idea.
Okay, good.
Okay, this better be good.
So, like, you can just take some numbers out from 11, a card, and then you can see, you can give some to you can take 8 cards. You can take some of them out of the cards. So maybe you can 4 of them and 4 of them.
What?
What?
4.
What? How did you get 4?
4 to them.
Because if it only gives 1, it can't. You didn't use the whole thing. You only get 6. It won't be fit. There's no two answer.
Alright, so she's saying if Sash swaps only one card with Tash, right?
Yeah.
If Sash swaps one card with Tash, then Tash, then Tash has to trade all the other cards with Ash, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, but Ash only has 11 cards.
Yeah.
So if Tash only swaps one card with Sash, then he has 14 cards left to trade, and
Yes.
11 is not enough. Okay, so then Tash must trade at least 4 cards with Sash, so that they can trade 11 cards with Ash. Like, does make some sense. So Sash swaps at least 4 cards with Tash, yeah? That doesn't mean it's exactly 4, okay? But we know the answer is not 1 or 3 now. That's good. You understand what happened?
But it can't be 7 either.
So you had a good
that would
idea.
be too much.
Yeah, why is it too much?
Because then Ash only gets 1 card.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, yeah. So
And it can't be 7 either.
So if you trade 7 cards with Sash, right? Then Sash only has 1 card left.
Yeah.
To trade with Ash.
Yeah.
And it can't be 6
and Ash
either.
has 10 cards to trade with Tash.
Yeah.
But Tash doesn't have 10 cards left.
And it also can't be 6. You know why?
Why?
Because then, if you give 6 to Tash, then Ash will only have 2.
Give 6 to Tash. Well, Ash will only have 2. You mean Sash?
Yeah. I mean, no, Ash will only get 2 from Sash.
Yeah, Ash would only get 2 from Sash. So Ash
it has to be 4.
So Ash would have 9 left over, yeah?
So it has to be 4.
No, it doesn't have to be 4. Hold on.
But it's not 1, 3, 6, or 7.
Okay, so you gave a really good reason that actually I'm convinced it can't be 1, 3, or 7, yeah? But I'm not convinced that it can't be 6. So explain your thing again for 6, because the numbers are not.
Because if you give 6 to Tash, Ash won't have enough, won't have the same amount because it only gets 2.
Yeah, no, Ash will only get 2 from Sash, right?
Yeah.
Ash can also get stuff from Tash.
Yeah, but what if it's not enough?
No, look. Sash trades say 4 cards with 6 cards with Tash, right? So Sash has 2 cards left over. Those 2 cards need to be traded with Ash, yeah? So Ash trades 2 cards with Sash, has 11 cards left over, yeah? So 9 cards left over.
Yeah.
Those 9 cards have to be traded with Tash, yeah?
Yeah.
So Tash traded 6 cards with Sash, has just 9 cards left over, right? So at the moment, it could be either 4 or 6, and I think with what I've just said, which one is it more likely to be, do you think?
4.
Why?
Because then Sash will give a fairly amount to both of them.
No. So what I've just said, if you're listening closely to what I said, like 6 just works exactly with everything, right? 4, we only know it works with one of the things, yeah? So 4 is actually not sure. 1, 3, and 7, we are sure they're not right, okay? And 6, we're actually sure 6 is right, okay?
Kind of sure.
So we're sure 6 is right. We're sure that 1, 3, 7 are not right, and we're not sure that 4 is right or
you're
not.
sure that 1, 3, 7 is not right because of my explaining?
Yes, you had actually a very good idea.
So it's either 4 or 6.
Yeah.
I never just went to the front and said why 1, 3, and 7. I never stand in the front and then just explained everything, right?
At the start, it looked like you were going to tell us your life story, but then you actually said something that made sense. That's good. Kaylin, does that make sense? What's she saying?
Do you understand what Michelle's saying? Yeah. Not really?
Not all of it, but you understand some of it? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yeah, so a little bit is don't give up on everything just because you don't understand everything, right? If you understand a little bit, it's still good.
I need more.
Okay, but do you even understand what you said?
Yeah, I do. I would understand what I just said because I'm the one who said it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Are you sure? Because sometimes when I say stuff,
So what's the answer then?
I don't even understand what I mean to say. But it's actually a good idea, though.
So what's the answer then?
Answer might be 4 or 6.
Okay, so can you try to explain why it's so can you explain why it can or cannot be 4? Okay.
It can be 4 because then it will be fair for everyone when it gives the cards.
So if Tash and Seth trade 4, yeah? Let's just put this on the board. So Tash and Sash, they trade 4, yeah? Yeah? Which means that they only have 11 and 4 left over, yeah? And they're going to trade all of that with Ash, right? How many cards does Ash have? 11. So can Ash trade all of those cards with them?
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
Trade 2 times 6.
There's 11 cards here. If you trade them all with Ash, right? There's no cards left. So who is Sash gonna trade the 4 cards with?
Then Tash.
With himself. With me. Just take my cards.
Damn it.
Alright, do people understand what's going on?
No. To be honest, I don't understand.
You can say no, but don't say it so proudly. Wow, this is very sweet. Yes.
There's chocolate on it.
You understand? You understand why it can't be 4?
No. It can be 4. Put 11 cards. Because he just explained how it can't be 4. But you so how is it possible? 5 to them and then
Yeah, but if you give 6 to them, they still have another 5 cards that they haven't traded.
oh yeah. That's true, that's true.
For this to work, for Tash to trade all these cards, you have to trade all 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So no one's gonna trade with Sash then?
Well, yeah. It's gonna trade it down. It has to be 6 then.
So it has to be 6, yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
But I didn't get the 4th thing right. I got the why it's not 1 3.
Well, you had some good ideas, yeah?
You just thought I was just gonna scream in the screen.
Yeah.
But I will never do that. Because I'm safe. When I was in year 2, I collected Pokemon cards.
Oh my
I
gosh,
had the
okay.
exact opposite.
Okay, so are there any final questions about this actual question?
I can we do in real life?
Do you all understand how this works? Remember, so a good way to attend class is to try to think of one question to ask at the end of every discussion. Okay? And so you know, like if you think about your question and you're worried about it being bad, then you'll never get anywhere. But it'll be bad the first few times. If you keep doing it, eventually your questions get really good. Okay, it's a long-term thing. So think of a question to ask. Ask me a question.
Why did something stand?
Ask a relevant question.
I heard something. It was my watch.
Anything? All right. Okay. Well, that's the end of that.
Five. Of course it's 5. It's right there.